Welcome back to another probably off the rails episode of Milk and Honeys. This is episode 22. Cue Taylor Swift. No, that's I don't know. I'm Kayla.
A huge Taylor Swift.
Cue Taylor Swift. Feeling 22. Remember?
No.
You don't know that song?
No.
When I turned 22, I think that's when it came out. I was blasting that. It's okay. I'm not
I
a Swiftie
didn't.
either.
But anyway, I'm Vanessa Curry.
So-
and alongside my beautiful co-host,
Yes.
Kayla Becker.
I already introduced myself.
Oh, okay, never mind. You know what? This is going to be
We're off to a great start.
This is going to be an off the rails
It is.
episode today. We are hitting a bunch of topics, a bunch of stories.
We're talking about pageants,
performing,
airplane etiquette,
yep,
surgeries we've had,
social media,
the rapture, which we're all still here, which hopefully that means it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, we need to
left
talk about
behind.
is everyone still here? Like, did
Is
somebody
everyone-
get...
My parents are still here, so it hasn't happened.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they're still here.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically, we're just getting into everything.
Everything. But before we get into all of that, Vanessa, how was your week? What's been going on?
My week was good. I've just been so busy. I'm launching like a couple businesses at the beginning of October. So, we're just
Exciting.
trying to get everything together.
Did they want to sponsor?
and-
Does your business want to be the new Milk and Honey sponsor?
Look, I hope my business ends up being our sponsor. Yes, that would
That'd
be
great.
amazing. But yeah, just trying to wear as many hats as I possibly can and do it all with a love for creativity.
Yes. And when
Yeah.
you're not doing that, though, having a little fun, which is what me and Vanessa have done a little bit of a lot lately.
We did.
We do this thing. We're almost like toddlers. When we put us together, we're like, let's go have like a nice, classy glass of wine, be home by 8.
Yeah.
Like the next morning,
Yeah. 8 a.m.
8 a.m. But I think sometimes we're hard on ourselves, or I can be like, don't feel good the next day. Like, I went out and spent money and got a little too. But the world, it's just a really depressing time for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good, that we get out there and shake our tushes.
But it's also, we're not even getting out there.
Oh, actually, we hang out at our houses.
At one of our houses.
We are.
So this past a couple days ago, we had like a slumber party basically,
Yes.
and just like threw my comforter on the couch. We were watching The Heat, Crossroads with Britney Spears, and we were watching all these old movies, and we just like passed out on the couch together, and it was so fun. I was telling Kayla, like, I love doing that, and there's not a lot of people that you can do that with, right? It's like you sit on the couch, don't talk to each other really, but like you're still enjoying each other's time. And I was telling Kayla that the last person I was able to do that with was my friend Ashley, who unfortunately passed away with cancer 10 years ago now,
Wow.
which is crazy to think. But she was like the last person. So it was so nice, like being able to share that with you because, that doesn't happen very often.
I don't think I've ever done it. Don't think
Well,
I
I
did.
love that.
I don't
You've
think
never
I
done
ever-
it?
I don't think so.
Well, you even said we were taking care of our friend who just had surgery, and we were on the couch just watching something.
We were watching Black Phone 2.
Yes,
Or Black Phone.
And Kayla just out of nowhere is like, I never just sit on the couch with people and like watch TV.
Well, because I love to do it by myself. Like, to me, it's always gives me a little stress to have somebody come over if you're not super close with them, because then you feel like you have to like host, have a conversation. But yeah, when you get to the point of a friendship where you can be on opposite side of the couch, be on your phone, and maybe not talk once every couple hours.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. And we're getting there, which is amazing.
I know.
Even our last guest, David, was like, so you guys are really friends.
And he was like surprised that we're like friends, not just hosts.
Yeah.
So
And I was like, no. When we don't see each other for a week,
it's
we're like,
what's going
are
on?
you okay?
She hates me.
Yeah. Are you mad at me?
Check her Instagram to see if she's still following me. Can you imagine?
Make sure I'm still on our close friends.
Yes. No, but it's important. I think it's, everyone should have a couple close friends around them for like, especially during these times when, again, everything is just so depressing and hard, and just to be able to kind of,
just
blow off some steam and remember, remind yourself that we're going to get through this together.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
How about you? Did I ask you how your week was? No, not yet.
Not yet.
How was your week? What have you been up to?
It was a week. It's wild that we're in October now.
Crazy.
So this year is almost over. I think for me, I'm just ready for the year to be over and just have like a restart for the new year. Because with work and stuff, nothing is really happening right now. Like I think I'm going to have to wait for the new year for like my industry to kind of maybe open up some new job opportunities. So, every day I'm looking up jobs and writing and having meetings and just trying to kind of get the foundation ready for what's to come.
Planting.
And we just really hope that, January of 2026 doesn't kick off with any natural disasters.
Right.
So let's manifest that.
Let's manifest no fires, no earthquakes, no hurricanes, no tsunamis, nothing. We don't want any of it.
Just going to peace.
We just want to start the new year off and kick the ball and get rolling. You know what I mean?
I fucking completely butchered that saying.
I did.
You just say kick the ball and get it rolling? Is that literally kick the ball and get it rolling, guys? That is going to be our mantra. You said it with so much vigor and conviction. Kick the ball and get it rolling.
You guys,
get the ball rolling.
It's been a long week
and
couple days.
I like it.
AKA just a couple days. It's been a long few days.
Our brains are already shorting.
Oh man.
Well, let's kick things off. We're performers, but we all start somewhere. And so talking about some of our earliest moments as performers, believe it or not, well, you probably believe it because she is now a professional model. We did the little beauty pageant circuit as kids. We were talking about the other day. We thought it could be funny to kind of revisit what it was like as a little beauty queen.
Yep.
How old were you when you went into it?
Actually, I was a little older. So I started dancing when I was 5. So that carried into, a pageant. I think it was just kind of some of the dance moms were like, let's put some of our kids in a pageant, see what happens. And so it was just kind of another outlet for us to go do something on a weekend. The first one I ever did, I think I must have been like 12.
Okay.
I think I was in junior high, so 7th or 8th grade. I still had braces. And it was for Hawaiian Tropic, which I think they're still around.
Okay.
Hawaiian Tropics or something.
So it wasn't like your school beauty pageant.
No.
It was like
an actual beauty pageant where like people, you could tell some of these girls, like this is what they do all year round. And me, I just wanted to go secretly because I knew I'd be the best dancer out of like a pageant. Talent. So that was my talent. So I knew I'm getting a crown no matter what. Even if I don't win, I know I'm winning the talent competition, which means I get a crown. And that's all I kind of wanted.
As a kid, that's all, you just want like
I just wanted the crown. But yeah, I came in, the one that I did, I came in runner-up.
Okay.
So I got 2 crowns because runner-up got a crown too and like a big trophy. But I didn't win apparently because I had braces.
Is that like why? Why do you think that? Is that what they said?
Somebody said one of the higher ups in the pageant competition had told one of my friends' moms that
those
she should have won.
Pageant bitches though, like the ones who run that, like they're terrible. It's all very political and they're all catty. Of course, all those women are like trying to like relive, their glory days through these little girls, and they're so mean a lot of times.
So mean.
Like I grew up in that.
How old were you when you did your pageant?
So it was right after I moved into foster care.
Okay.
And I had friends doing the beauty pageant. And I was a little chunky monkey back then. And my foster parents were like, you know what? Like, not in a mean way, but like maybe like we try to get in shape and just so you feel better walking on stage for your first beauty pageant, which is when I was introduced to Billy Blank's Tybo. So I would come home from school every day, pop in that cassette tape and do that. Like I still remember like, like I remember all of the moves still. But as a kid,
I'm sorry, I can't even like laugh with sound.
But it was fun for me because it was like choreography. I wasn't a dancer, but it was fun. And so did that, picked up some, it was jogging every day. And within a couple months, I shed I was 4'6", probably weighs the same then as I do now. So I just carried it and I just slimmed out. Like I got so thin, not thin, but just healthy.
Yeah.
So then I went dress shopping, got my dress, and I won. I was
Little
Miss Wadley.
Yep. Oh my gosh. If she has a picture, we'll put it up.
I have a picture.
Oh, thank goodness.
My mom didn't know how to do my hair because I'm half black and she hasn't dealt with ethnic hair. So she only knew how to put sponge rollers in my hair. So I'd go to bed, the sponge rollers come out, and then you brush out the curls. So I just had this big.
I'm not
big
black,
bow,
and
big
the sponge rollers were used, and I still had hair like up to here, like a little Shirley Temple. Yeah. When you brush it out, it just looked like a
frizz ball,
a loofah.
Yep. Yeah, that was my first experience, and then I ended up. I think I did one more year or I guess when you win, you crown the next year's. But anyway, that was kind of the end of I saw how those beauty queen brats were, and it was like their whole lives, and they just were crying and just mean, and it's all political or racist.
It
whatever.
is. And it is one of those things where I've heard people talk about beauty pageants, you know, at the age of 27, if that's their goal, right? It's like to be Miss Universe or Miss USA or whatever. And it's like after 27, they make comments about themselves saying how old they are and like it's done. Like they can't compete anymore, which is just so like fucked for our mental psyche.
You're too old now.
That you're too old, which
you're a spinster.
Yeah, and I'm like 27 years old is so young. What do you mean? But it gets in. It's just
it does.
It's a very strange thing. Well, I'm glad that we didn't get stuck in it.
I still have friends who, well, I mean, obviously they're aged out now, but like did pageants all through college and like wanted to be Miss USA or Miss America,
and they spend like
so much money,
so much time, so much effort just preparing for this one day. And I mean, I know I was young. I was in junior high school when I did it, but still I think about it. I'm like, I just could never.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep going.
What do you think there's something like that you maybe learned in doing a pageant that maybe like you still do today or has helped you with just being like poised, I guess, maybe, or
not even that. I think it actually helped me, which dance did this too, and like auditioning at a young age. It's like it's always someone's opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do I think the girl that won did better than me? Probably not, but it's like their opinion.
Yeah.
Like they chose her to win.
Yeah.
So
you're chosen or you're not chosen.
Yeah. And sometimes it's because you have braces and that person doesn't. And that's the same thing with auditioning now. It's like they may want somebody who looks exactly like you and you're going between them, but they don't have freckles and you do. So they chose you because you have freckles.
Or they didn't choose
Or they didn't,
yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
So I think that's what I learned from like the pageant, like the dance world is it's just someone's opinion. But all you can do is go on that stage, give 110%.
Strut your stuff, honey.
Yeah. And keep going.
Did your parents put pressure on you at all in that world?
No.
Because you've seen our friends probably growing up whose parents would make them cry if they didn't win.
No. My mom was very honest with me when it came to dance, in a sense. When I'd get off stage, she'd be like, well, it wasn't your best one. It's okay. Like, you know,
next time will be better.
And she would always only say that if she knew how I felt. She always knew if I came off stage and I wasn't like, I fucking nailed it. She knew my energy. So, but they never pressured me to in that sense.
Yeah.
But like my mom, if I, you know, she would get studio space for me to like practice.
Oh, that's so
you know what I mean? Supportive, but
pushy
not
and
pushy.
You know.
Yeah.
Would you ever put like your future child in a pageant? Like if, you know, I guess if they asked maybe, but like, do you think you'd be a upstage mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be. If my kid wanted to be in that world, like of course I'm gonna be supportive because I don't know, that sounds kind of hypocritical, you know? Like obviously I learned a lot growing up in that world. So I'd hope that I can give them some other advice that maybe, you know, like our parents didn't know at the time, like they were all learning too. So, but yeah, I mean, if my kid wanted to like act or do anything.
Be Mean Girls mom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What about you?
I mean, maybe. I probably wouldn't like, I just think as a, you know, a little girl and all the impossible beauty standards, I think I'd just be worried about them. And you know, but I definitely would. Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it'd be fun to go buy, like go dress shopping, have to pick out their outfits and get all girly and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see.
It's a lot though, you guys.
Do you think being in a pageant kind of shaped or, you know, your confidence or self-image? I mean, we're so young. It wasn't like we did it like.
Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, maybe it did. Now that I think about it. Like, of course it did, right? It's like you're going, especially a beauty pageant, right? It's like, it wasn't a dance competition. So beauty pageant was different in a sense of you really are going and competing with your beauty and like a couple questions that they ask you. And obviously this isn't, you know, Miss USA. They're not asking point out Dubai on a map. You know what I mean?
Those old videos of the girl. I mean, I hate that these girls, some girls bomb, but some of those. Who was the one years ago?
It was the map one.
It was the map.
But I don't
one.
remember what it was, and I can't watch it.
It was like whereas she just kept using like, and that's hard. I mean, I've been like in situations where you just kind of black out and your brain just isn't working.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I don't like, I'm not a good like game person with like people because I do get like anxious and then sometimes it just I black out and I'm like, and I know the answer, but then I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
It's just like test taking.
Test taking.
I
it's
hated
stressful.
tests. Yeah.
Me too. Hated them. Well, pageants taught us how to smile on command, even if maybe we were dying inside and wanted to run away and cry. But the real test of small talk and poise isn't on a stage. It could actually be 30,000 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Vanessa, when we like go over what we want to talk about, you've said it a few times. You want to talk about like airplane small talk and etiquette. And I spent a lot of time on an airplane when I worked for WWE, like 4 times a week minimum, which made me hate people. Like I didn't want to. I was not a small talk kind of person at all.
No.
Like, do you like to like have like chat to strangers, or just like hoodie up, headphones in, don't talk to me?
No. I know. Well, on a plane, before we take off, I'm knocked out.
Okay, good.
No one's talking to me. Oh yeah, I'm like this, like
same,
just like mouth wide open. Yeah, no. I have had some good conversations on a plane, but the thing for me is once we start talking, how do you end it? Because it's not like you're like, oh, okay, bye. Nice meeting you. No, you're literally stuck on that plane.
You can't pretend to take a phone call.
No.
To get out of a conversation.
You know, I can't be texting Kayla saying, hey, can you call me real quick and like get me out of this? Like, where am I going? Nowhere. Like 2 seats down, you know? So that to me gives me anxiety.
It is funny how like some people just don't have like social awareness. So they keep like, anytime I sit next to like an old person, typically they just want to sit and talk the whole time. Are you a window or an aisle seat person?
I'm more of a window, but obviously I would take an aisle, obviously. But like I'm more of a window. And it's not necessarily because I like to see out. I just like to lean my head up against
Yeah, and also if I'm a window seater, which I am, you are not allowed to look out my window.
No.
If I see you looking out my window, I'll close it.
Have you had anybody reach over to you and pull it up?
Oh, that is infuriating. Like,
it's
bitch.
the worst.
Like, what? Okay, middle seats. What do you think the etiquette is? Who gets the armrests?
The middle seat person gets both armrests.
Yes.
Point blank, period.
Yeah.
And I give that to them. And I will fight you if I'm in the middle seat and you're not giving me a fucking armrest.
Oh yeah, I'll do that thing. It's happened. I'm in the middle and I will literally, we will fight.
Yes. I just feel like planes lately have been getting crazier and crazier.
You know, however, like I get on TikTok and see these crazy things happen on planes with crazy people, but I kind of want to see that. I mean, I've never got to experience some crazy, person get dragged off a plane. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. I've never seen it, thank goodness. I think I would just have anxiety too with that because we're in an enclosed area and like I can't get out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But lately, the other day, I just saw a whole video of this woman who lost her marbles on the plane and they had to duct tape her to the seat until they landed.
Imagine having to tell people that you
were duct taped.
We're duct taped to your seat because you couldn't behave. You couldn't be an adult. Right. I've never seen a kid being duct taped. If they can keep their shit together, why can't an adult?
Right. It's like, so yeah, people are like losing their minds on planes.
They are, and airports, which makes people think like, should they stop serving alcohol? And I mean, I hope they don't because I like a good airport. Get there early to have a few drinks.
Yeah, I mean, I go to Vegas quite a bit, and that's a very short flight. It's 45 minutes from Los Angeles, and most of the time they don't sell alcohol anymore. Like they'll say maybe they'll have water service, but that's it. And then even like Southwest, I use that a lot. I use them, and they've a lot of times have said that they're not serving alcohol. Really? So I don't know. I think they're people. Yeah.
I mean, being 30,000. I mean, the altitude, and then if you have a few drinks, and then it's a recipe for some crazy shit to go down.
Yeah, I mean, and like I saed, like for WWE, you spent a lot of times on planes. What's the craziest thing that you have witnessed on a flight of yours?
I think someone died on a flight once, and which is weird because they have to just put them back in their seat. It's like a weird thing that they do. And like if I'm, enjoying my flight and my seat partner dies, and then they have to come strapping back in next to me, I think I should have a free flight for the rest of my life. Yeah. So that's
And what happens if there's turbulence and the person is dead and just like falling over on you, and you're like, you can't even like, excuse me. Like I would I would freak out.
Yes.
I would freak out. I actually one time on a plane was going to, where were we going to? I think it was Thailand. And this guy must have just taken too many sleeping pills, but he was walking around the plane and he passed out. He literally passed out and fell and fainted in the aisle. And you could tell the flight attendants, like they were, they were a little, maybe they were new, I'm not sure, but they were flustered, So I'm over there sitting there telling them, like, on the floor with him, like, we need ice. And you just, I'm just like helping this random person that passed out on the plane. And he came to and he was fine. And even he said, he was like, I took a sleeping pill. So I think he was trying to walk around, like move his legs and just
kind of like fainted. Yeah.
Which is scary too.
It is. Because then, you're up there in the sky. There's really not, have to land somewhere or whatever, but like there's not too many options. You can ask, is there a doctor on board? And like every once in a while you'll get one. Although I think if I was, that's probably why I'm not in the medical field because I'd be like, no, not today.
Well, for me, sometimes I'm like, I'm not a doctor, but I think I can help.
Oh, no. Okay, what about rudest behavior? Because I have mine that just pisses me off more than anything is when
I wonder if ours is the same.
Let's see. So we land.
Oh.
We land. We all are exhausted. All of our knees are cramped up and we want to get off the aircraft. However, someone, Susie, in the back, thinks it's more important for her to get off before you, although she's back in 55C and you're in 22A. But what's this bitch going to do as soon as we land? And you know what? I understand it if like they have a tight layover, and a lot of times the captain or flight attendants will say, "Well, hey, let's sit down if you are not in a rush. I can get behind." But no, a lot of times it's just people who just think their life is way more important than yours and will bum rush. And I always say something like I'm a bitch when it happens.
Oh, I am too. If I see someone trying to like walk and it's my turn to get out, I literally will give them the death stare, not say anything, just look at them, because I almost want to be like, you're probably religious. Do you go to church? When you go get your communion at church, do you cut the other aisle before to go get the body and blood of Christ? Yeah, because like in church, God forbid you get up before the pew behind you.
Yeah.
And then like we were taught that as, I went to Catholic school. So it's like you're taught that like, no, the row behind you, you get up and you wait until that row is finished and then you get up and you go. So I'm like sitting here.
It's basic courtesy and etiquette.
Yeah. It's just crazy. People think that
the world revolves around them.
The only time it's okay, like you said, is if you have a flight that you have to
communicate that. Like, and I'm happy to help people.
Absolutely.
But also a lot of times, there are a lot of flight delays. So all of us are trying to get to our next connection. So I'm like, is your connection more important than my connection? Oh, man.
But I will say one other rude thing.
Oh, yeah. What else?
Which doesn't happen often, thank goodness. I've seen people cutting their toenails on the plane.
What is that?
And that, my friends, is the most foul.
And just letting the toenails just like go off into that's so disgusting.
That is so disgusting.
It should be on the no-fly list.
Also, like, I don't wear chanclas on a plane. Like, I'm not wearing sandals. I'm not wearing nothing. I have socks and shoes on. Like, I'm not taking.
I am a sandal girl on a plane.
What?
Yeah. I mean, my feet are clean. They don't smell.
No, but it's just like it's just the floor's dirty. I don't
like being restricted. If I'm on the plane for that, or if I'm wearing tennis shoes, they're coming off. But I'm not like
socks.
stinky. Yeah, socks or not. Yeah, but normally I have my feet on, like I have put my backpack under my seat, so I put my feet on that. So my feet aren't actually hitting the floor.
Okay.
I'm not cutting my toenails.
At least you're not cutting your toenails. But my bare feet are never going to touch the bottom of a plane.
But also I'm that Alabama kid who like grew up just walking barefoot everywhere. I mean, so that's never like I went to school in Nashville and would just, get drunk in downtown and take your heels off and just walk barefoot for 2 miles.
Yeah, no. See, I have never walked barefoot on Hollywood Boulevard.
I don't know if I do Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, Nashville's not much better.
I was gonna say, I think it's pretty the same space, girl.
That is true. Whatever, you live and you learn. So, will you what does it take for you to actually say something to someone? Like, I know we all can give the death stare, but for you to be like, okay, yo, it's not okay. Sit down. What about kids? When kids are kicking your seat and their parents don't correct them?
I have said something.
Yeah.
I will turn over. I'm not rude, but I will turn over and say, hey, do you mind not kicking my seat? And then if it continues, that's when I will turn back over. And at first I don't say anything. At first I just go like this.
Yeah.
Like I sit back. Like, do you see my seat moving? Like, stop kicking my chair. Cause I really hate confrontation. And I really don't want to have to ask you to stop doing something. But if it continues, I will turn around. And I'm talking to the parent first. Yeah. Not the kid.
That's the thing. You say something to the kid first and the parents get mad.
But bless you.
Looks me.
Wow.
That's I think it's the first sneeze I've had on the show. It's been like trying to come out for this like the last 20 minutes.
I could tell.
Oh my God, there it is.
But yeah, that's that. I will turn around and ask the parent. And then if they keep doing it, that's when like I turn around and I'm just like,
yo,
hey, it's me again.
You know what I hate is like if I'm sitting and there's a kid sitting in front of me and I'm in the window and they're in the window and they'll turn around and stare at me. And I say shit. I tell this kid, I told one to turn around and I was like, stop staring at me. And then I felt like I was on a level and then now they love it. Now they're turning around like, you can't like.
Well, yeah, it's a game after that. They're like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this.
You can't stoop to its level because then its parents going to be mad at you.
Right.
I flipped one off. So.
I could see you doing that.
I'll do it again, damn it. But yeah, I'm glad I don't travel nearly as much as I did because people are just crazy. Like I love watching the videos on TikTok of the airport psychos, but do I actually want to deal with it on a level every week?
No, I don't.
Good.
I don't at all.
All right. Well,
now we're good, right? Now we're back on track.
We are.
Great. You know, I'm dyslexic and sometimes I put the cards in the wrong space. But at least this is the first time.
It is.
So it took me did it over really 20 episodes.
Today. Like we were working like hard.
Yeah.
You know, like,
we were like,
this is a quick.
We were in a factory today. Yeah. Yeah. So here we are.
I don't know if you can tell. We're struggling a little bit today. This is a little bit of a struggle bus.
Speaking of bodies under
let's just stop the episode. Yeah, got 28 minutes out of us. we could talk about beauty pageants and airplane etiquette.
No, but I mean, yeah, like even me right now, I'm saying Kayla's line, but it's like,
is it?
I think so because we're speaking of bodies, you know.
Oh, this is your line.
Yeah, basically pageants with turbulence.
We write out our questions on key cards. We don't always go by it, but today we need some structure.
Look, everyone's cramped and trying to be on their worst behavior for some reason or best behavior. But I think the solution to like our plane problem is that we just need to take private jets everywhere.
Yeah, this show's gonna be so successful. We're gonna have a PJ.
Yep.
And then we just fly everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Milk and Honey's air.
Could you imagine having like Milk and Honey's on the side of like Kim Kardashian's
so
plane?
Cute.
It would
a little
gold.
drip, like
just like and then like we fly over and like maybe like pour honey on people.
Yeah, we're like, hey, you know,
pour
just like
pour some honey on me.
Yeah,
see, done. give us a year or two. But yeah, speaking of bodies under pressure, we're gonna talk about upgrades. And the maintenance that we have done to our own bodies. We thought after 22 episodes, we'd be a little open with y'all. Because I think I have seen it lately, like a lot of like celebrities, the Kardashians, the Jenners, obviously everyone gets work done, but there always was this weird like thing around it where people didn't want to admit it. Like when Kylie Jenner, when her lips all of a sudden went from none to some, she refused to admit she got filler.
Right.
No, it's just my lip kit, bitch.
No, it's not.
But
and
now,
that's fine.
It's fine. And I understand it. And so for a long time, I didn't like openly talk about like my cosmetic surgeries, but I just think it is important with the, impossible beauty standards for us to be open about it. So funny enough, we've both had the same ones. One you won't be shocked by, the other one you will. But we'll start with the one that you won't be as shocked by.
Yeah.
We both got these honkers done. Yeah. When did you get yours done?
Oh man. Over 10 years ago.
Okay, same. Well, yeah, about 10 years ago.
Over 10
like right
years
before
ago.
I started WWE, so like probably like 9 years ago.
Yeah. Which is funny because I broke my nose. I had a Marsha Brady moment in 7th grade where someone threw a football at me, called my name. I turned and it broke my nose. Like the football literally spiraled into my nose. So I remember a few years prior to my boob surgery, I did fix my nose, and I remember my friend was like, "You should just do both if you're thinking about it." But I had to think about it so much, like, you know, it's a big decision. I mean, I know for some people it's not, but for me at the time, it was a big decision. You know, like I've always been curvy everywhere except for my chest. So for me, it was like I just wanted a little something.
Just just be proportionate.
I wanted to be proportioned. Yeah,
you didn't want double D's up to your chin.
No, and I remember the day going into surgery, the doctor left, and I asked the nurse if he could come back in one more time before we went in, and it was me and my mom together. And I just looked at him and I said, when you're in there, okay, and you sit me up and you look at everything and make sure everything's fine, act like I'm your daughter. And what would you give her? And make sure it's not too crazy. I'm not trying to be like, you know, I'm not going into porn.
I'm not going to Pam Anderson.
I'm not doing that type of modeling and acting. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not. So like, I really need you. And he giggled, but he was like, I got you. And he did. I love my boobs.
I mean, I feel like if I didn't know, like, you know, I think that was the whole point. Like, I don't want people to like, oh, they're fake.
Yeah. And people, like, every time I'm at a job and if I'm with the stylist or, you know, and she's helping me change or something like that. And if she says something, I'm like, oh yeah, no, like they're really mine. Yeah. They're really ours. Mine. I paid for them. But she will always say, oh my God, I had no idea. And I'm like, that's the point.
Did you tell people, like, did you like immediately just open about it? Because I was like an A cup, so it was like pretty noticeable I'm
not even an A cup. I couldn't even wear a bra, you guys. Like I literally, I was wearing a training bra, a sports bra. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me personally, I wanted to feel even with my bum and my chest. I don't know, you know? So but yeah, I told, like, my friends knew and everything. And I think back then too, it was still kind of taboo to like tell people that you were getting stuff done. But now I'm like, look, if it's something that makes you happy and you're not completely like changing and morphing your whole body into something different that you may not love.
We're in Hollywood. People do it. Yeah, if it's because you want it and you love it.
You get it because you love it. Yeah.
It is sad when I see like women whose like partner, like when you watch the Vanderpump Rules.
Right.
I love using Jax Taylor and Brittany as an example.
Right.
And she had such a cute little petite body. I thought she had a great rack. And then Jax is like, I'm paying for them, so they're going to be the size I want. And now, I mean, they're so like.
They were so big.
They're so big.
Well, I'll never forget going into the surgery. Did you have this too where they fill up the bag with air at first, so then they put it in like a bra so that you can see kind of
what it's gonna
what's the most you could get without being dangerous.
Yeah.
And I just remember it was in the room, there was like floor to ceiling mirrors. My mom's sitting behind me and I'm standing there with the bra on, and they like pump this bag up with air and they put it in, and it was so big. My mom and I looked at each other like, and she goes, what about smaller? And I'm like, I think this is like, this might be too big. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I just wanted to show you, this is as the most you could go.
Oh, that's good.
I go, okay, yeah, let's go like half of that. And she was like, oh yeah, no problem. But like my mom and I both, I will never forget us staring at each other and through the mirror like,
yeah, no, maybe not
it.
Yeah, I asked, I was like, I want the smallest, like whatever the smallest CCs is what I want.
Yes.
So what was some of the, like, maybe a funny, like, recovery was weird because I don't remember the pain. I know I was in a lot of it. Yeah. And I was on all like the pain medication and stuff. And I was with my ex, was I? Yeah, I think I was dating someone at the time who helped take care of me. I was just always so out of it.
Yeah, I think the funniest moment I do have with my mom is I went through my belly button.
Okay.
So when I got home, I had tubes going up my belly into the pockets, right, to drain it out. So I had like a huge patch over my belly, and they would tell you just like push a little bit and keep draining it, right, for the first 24 hours. After that, the next day, you just take the bandages off, pull them out, and then you're good. Then you can start like, you know, doing your exercises and things. Well, my mom and I, when we pulled that off, we looked at the tubes and we were just both shocked and not really sure what was going on. And my mom's like, wait, we're supposed to just like pull these out. And so she called the doctor and they're like, yeah, just pull them out. Like, we're thinking pulling it out, blood's shooting everywhere. Like, what is going to happen? Imagine? She's like, yeah, make sure your daughter has like her pain med and then maybe give it 15, 20 minutes, pull the tube out and you'll be fine. Well, my mom, you would have thought she was going to kill me like Dexter because she put garbage bags all over the couch just in case, because we really thought that I was going to start gushing blood everywhere. And she did it, like, bless her soul. And nothing happened. It was fine.
It's just like
nothing happened. She
was prepared.
Yeah, we were prepared. Like, I remember my roommate at the time came home and was like, what is going on? You know, like there's like garbage bags all over the couch.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was my recovery. It was it was
so
fun.
I feel like your mom has been really good with you we'll talk about that with you in a minute.
Yes.
And also that leads us to the other surgery that we had. A very rare one, I guess. But so the medicines that I was on for my boobs, they constipate you.
Yep.
So, you know, you gotta go. However, when you're constipated, that means, you know, you're straining. Wow, this conversation. So something tore that shouldn't have torn. And I had to go get my second surgery right after that one because of the meds, anal fissure surgery, which she has also had.
Yeah, which is crazy. We are anal fissure sisters.
We get t-shirts made. Anal fissure. Yeah. So
oh my gosh.
I just remember, like, it was so embarrassing. That doctor's report was so embarrassing because I remember it was this nice fella and he get into his office and he has like this like foam thing. He's like, all right, go ahead and lay on your stomach.
Yep.
And it just kind of like
it's a button that they push though that you lean up basically on all fours, like you're laying on all fours basically, and they're like pushing a button to get you up, and then think of your body right here and they push another button so that you go like this.
So now
your butt is in the air ready for them to.
They might be able to repurpose that in sex shops. Think about it.
I mean, literally, I was like, where are we? Is this Kaiser?
What is that? Yeah, it was so embarrassing. And because it was such a like an unnatural thing, I didn't know anybody who had had it. This was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just awkward. This is the first time I've ever openly talked about it because there's, you know, shame, which there shouldn't be any shame around. It was a medical procedure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very interesting thing. I remember going there and someone was like, oh, maybe it's just like a hemorrhoid that they can take off right then and there and then you're fine. And I remember my doctor like sitting me down and then sitting down herself and saying, hey, like you have a huge tear. We have to go in and you need surgery. And I just started crying. So I really thought I was going to go there.
Different kind of getting your butt done. You know, it's not the glamorous getting your butt done.
Yeah. Like you're not telling me like your butt's going to look fabulous after this. No. It's basically like, you know, and here's the thing, guys, with fissure surgery, you know, basically what they're doing is cutting even more wherever you have that cut in your anal cavity. This is crazy.
This is like science class.
This is science class today.
Anatomy.
You know, what they do is they like cut a bigger cut around it so that the skin can start to heal itself, you know? And it's like, you can't have stitches, right? Because you have to poop every day. And if you have stitches, your poop could get stuck in there.
I know why I'm like a kid right now.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm so like, no, this is like, people need to know, okay?
People need to know,
people need to know.
If something is feeling weird when you go to the bathroom, just know, maybe it's, you gotta go to your anal fissure surgery.
And don't push too hard.
Don't push too hard, because that's what got us here in the first place.
Exactly. Mine's actually really funny though, too. I think mine actually happened because I was going through a breakup at the time and I was in the shower.
Oh, I thought you were going a different direction.
Oh, no.
Wait. I don't know.
Nothing sexual. Nothing, unfortunately. Sorry, guys.
She was splashing that thing all
I was in the shower and I knelt down to cry. And I think I just had so much pressure from crying.
Oh,
you know, when you have that cry with nothing.
That full body just like heaving.
And I'm pretty sure that's where it was like, hello, here I am.
Here I am.
And my muscle was just completely exposed.
It was like your body knew, like, you're feeling so much pain emotionally. Let's get your mind off that pain and give you actual physical pain.
Yep.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why do you think people, and maybe why do you think it's important, even just we're making light of this, but just having these real conversations about, you know, whether it's cosmetic or medical, you know, just kind of like erasing the shame that surrounds a lot of this.
Yeah, because look, it's like we all are in a human body that does different things, and everyone is different. And I just think instead of feeling shameful about it, it's just, it is what it is, right? And again, it's like we went through it and we got through it.
Yeah.
So, and now obviously we both know from having gone through that experience that you really have to be in tune with your body and listen to your body and understand her or him or they, them, and just, if something feels off, go get checked.
Go get checked.
Simple as that. Like I waited probably like 5 months before I even like actually went in because I'm stubborn. And yeah, I wish I hadn't. You know what I mean? I wish I would have went in sooner because I was in so much pain to the point where I could not sit for 5 minutes without having to shift or feel uncomfortable. So yeah, I think it's important. Like these things do happen and they can happen to anybody. And it's okay. Like you can fix it.
You can fix it.
Yeah.
Well, you live and you learn.
Yes.
However, I do hope that in the afterlife, when our day comes, we can take these, you know, high-end pieces of hardware up with us.
Yep.
Because, you know, I'm saying that only because that reality has been thrown into our faces a lot the past couple of weeks. Let's get into the rapture that didn't happen. Yep. We were all prepared. We had that preacher from like Africa who went on a show and said, guys, God came to me in a vision. And as someone who was raised in a religious household, I know the Bible stories and I know no, God said that no one will know the day or hour when Jesus returns. No one will know. He will come like a thief in the night. However, for some reason, all these extreme religious people decided to throw that out to the wind and listen to this guy who said it was happening, what, it was like a few days ago?
The 23rd, I believe, of September
it was. Watch it. So for those who don't know about the rapture, it's the belief that true believers will get whisked away to heaven before the end of the world. And people, God, on TikTok, I was loving watching people's videos. People were selling their houses, quitting their jobs, going and like probably saying some really things they've always wanted to say to people, probably like negatively, thinking that this was it. Jesus is coming back for them.
I saw this I saw people on TikTok, they had Bibles ready to go with notes for people. Yeah. Just in case if they saw them, and they tabbed like certain stories of the Bible to follow to make sure.
But I think if we're left behind, we don't get another chance, right? I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of would rather just wait for that point. Right. You know, let me just see it happen and then be like, okay, I'll get my shit together.
But I'm not going to lie. I did see this one prank on TikTok that was really funny, actually. This husband, they have two sons, and his wife had been like, she did this whole ceremony, prayer the morning of, you know, just in case it happened and blah, blah, blah. And he took his son's clothes.
Oh, laid him in there.
And one of them was laid down on the floor. And then the other one was like laid up on the staircase. And so he's like showing everyone, you know, quietly, like in his story, saying, oh, I put like Jacob over here on the stairs, and I left some crayons as if he was coloring. So he got taken as he was coloring, right? So there's like crayons, paper, there. And then his other son was just like on the floor. He laid out his clothes. And so he goes to his wife and he's like, babe, oh my God, like come here. And she is, when I say freaking out, she is crying. She's like, no, they didn't. Why? And then like finally, after probably like maybe a minute or two of her freaking out, he's like, babe, the kids come out, and he's like, babe, it's just a joke. And she is so mad at him.
That's a great point.
I watched that video way too many times.
I sent it to me. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I will. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I just was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. But it just shows how like crazy. I mean, I know, okay, I'm not saying religion is crazy. Again, I came from that, and I know I have my beliefs as well. But just that kind of behavior, even if I'm 100% sure it's happening, I ain't doing all that. We're not selling the house. We're not, just like, we're not doing all that. But okay, so the preacher who told everybody the rapture's happening went and apologized, did this whole apology. But now he's like, oh, I messed up. Actually, the date is. So now we have a new date this month. I'm like, if you're 0 for 2 on this, bro, like you might need to give up. See, like there's an October.
Why would you believe that?
And why would you double down on another date? Just be like, whoops, sorry. Whoops, false prophet here, my bad.
Like we said, people literally were selling their homes and getting rid of like their cars, getting rid of their savings for this. And I'm just, we have literally lost it.
Well, I saw one woman like gave her kids up or a child protector or just gave them up or something. Because maybe she didn't think they were going to get raptured. And then now she's like, I can't get my kids back. I'm like, you shouldn't have your children.
If you're giving,
CPS probably should have come way sooner.
Trust me, they're doing you a favor by not giving them back to you. I mean, there was this one woman too. She was like, when you go up, make sure not to twist your head left or right. You want to make sure your chest is open because you want to make sure you're going up into the sky and showing God and Jesus that like you are ready to be taken and you don't want to fall. So you want to make sure you stay straight. Don't look down. Just keep looking up. And I'm like,
also we forgetting or what I think the disconnect too is we die now. Our bodies are in the ground and our souls go to heaven. So now all of a sudden these people can take their bodies with them.
Right.
Like, I assume everyone if it's gonna happen, everyone just dies.
But they're also not dead. They're still alive, apparently. Like you're not dead going up to the rapture. You're still alive, apparently. That's why she's saying, don't move. Stay very still. Like remember when we used to play stiff as a board or light as a feather, stiff as a board? It's like that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay, so light as a feather, stiff as a board is coming in handy now because that's how I'm gonna get raptured.
Well, if you knew the rapture was happening tomorrow for absolute, how are you spending your last night? I mean, we probably have to. I mean, if that's
I probably wouldn't go to sleep. I'd probably just like, I would just have a party until it happens.
Yeah.
Like, what else are we supposed to do?
But also, do you sleep in heaven? Because I love sleep. So I might actually sleep to get my final slumber.
Girl, you're definitely sleeping in heaven or wherever we're going to get raptured. Who knows if it's heaven? Maybe it's a different realm.
Maybe, honestly, we could literally be in hell right now. this could have already happened.
Exactly.
I think about it every day. Exactly. More and more. We might be this is hell.
Yeah. The things that we're going through, there's a potential that you're right.
Yeah. I mean, right? So what happens if it finally happens? And you and I are texting and we're like, oh shit, well, we're here. Who's your first, who's like the first person you're calling to see if they got raptured? Like, I mean,
my mom would be the first person. Like I would FaceTime like together, my mom, my sister, my boyfriend. Those are probably the first 3. And I'm like, hey guys, are you in the air too? Or is it just me?
Yeah. Well, I was waiting for my name to come up in there.
I mean, you and Kayla.
Okay.
And Kayla. She's the 4. You have 4 in like a whole 4 group thing. Oh my God, I would be one of your first.
Yeah, because you're the only one that's like corrupt as I am. So I'm like, if Vanessa got taken and I didn't, there's something off here.
That's very true. It's very true. We got to make sure we're both going up.
We're both going up.
Like, because Milk and Honey's has to be in the next realm.
I'm left. I'm grabbing your fucking ankle. I'm pulling you down.
And then could you imagine? I just have like a safety rope, and I pull it down. Like, come on, girl, you got this.
Yeah, you see a bunch of like bodies going to heaven with safety ropes of like their family trying to go up with them. That's what I want to do.
Kayla's just like she's just hanging on.
Oh my God, we're already like 15 minutes to the show.
That's crazy.
All right, well, that's our show. We were all over the place. I don't even know what we'd call this episode.
I sort of blacked out a little bit on like what happened. So
I was trying to figure out the cards. Like, wait.
We thought we did so good today, you guys, because we were so efficient when we were putting these together. And of course, like I said, look, if you have dyslexia, you'll understand. But yes, I clearly, put one of the pages in the wrong spot.
That's okay.
So that's okay. It happens.
If I was a little sharper today, I would have gotten there a lot faster. But let us know. Give us what's your airplane pet peeve? If you have a pageant horror story or pageant picture, send them to us. We'd love to see them. If you have any conspiracy rabbit holes, did you do anything crazy in preparation for the rapture? Let us know.
We want to know.
We want to know these things.
We want to know because, listen, like your tea is never going to be the best tea if you don't have the right ingredients in it. So of course, always and forever, like we will be the best ingredients for that tasting tea. And don't you forget it. A wine tasting.
A wine taste. Now we're going from tea to wine. I'm thinking it's 5 o'clock, so it's time for some wine.
It's time.
It's time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Bye.